Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Dokkan video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at which banner you should consider summoning on in DBZ Dokkan between the INT Broly and the Strength Super Saiyan Gohan. Now I want to preface this in that I think both units are great. I think Broly brings a lot of utility that his extreme team needs. I think Gohan is just probably the best unit in the game. Or up there, he's top 3. He's very, very good, huge damage, ridiculous standby skill. I think Broly is a little bit underestimated because a lot of his stuff you can't see visually in numbers, but I do think both are very, very good. In terms of Broly's banner, it is a Dokkan Festival banner. Broly has a revive, he has a domain, he has guard, he has extra defense, he has extra damage reduction, he has a lot going on. And he's very, very good, incredibly solid, and I think overall he is a very good unit. Now his banner obviously isn't bad either. We have Tech Fidel, very, very, very solid unit, general banner unit, so yeah, not necessarily as quantifiable as some of the other units on the banner. We have AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who is an absolute beast. And works really well on the Majin Buu Saga team. We have INT LR Gohan, who's a great unit. I just think he suffers from not really fitting on movie bosses anymore with all the shift to so many Broly characters. Fusion's Master is still great. We have the SS4 Duo units, who are still very, very solid, very good units overall. I think their revive still comes in handy. The attack boost still comes in handy. Then we have the Strength Cooler, who's pretty solid, and yeah, I'd say in general a very solid-ish banner. I think a lot depends on the physical Goten and Trunks and the Strength Broly, because this is going to be an easy A and a super easy A situation, so it's a little bit uncertain how powerful this banner could be overall. I think Tech Piccolo is still a solid addition, so I'd say overall Broly's banner is pretty good. I'd say notable units is definitely Broly himself. I would say AGL SS3 Goku is definitely a very good pickup. I would say Hirudegan's still very good, Fusion's Master is still very good, and probably Piccolo being the picks of the bunch. It's very difficult to say with physical Goten and Trunks, and also with the Strength Broly, to say how good they're going to be, as we don't know details about them. Then we have Gohan's banner now. To preface it, it's a carnival banner, which means it's actually harder to get these units. They just pop by less frequently than Dokkan Fest. It's just how they are. Gohan looks very nuts. Gohan is like the perfect foil to the physical Super Saiyan Trio unit. Just a very good unit, very solid, huge attack stats, huge standby skill, very good defense, and just a good raw numbers kind of unit that just shucks out good damage. So very, very good, especially in standby mode. Very solid, very helpful. Then, pushing on to, we have the Ultimate Gohan, a very, very good unit as well. Really works nicely because this new Gohan's also on Majin Buu Saga, so they could be a fun pairing to run together. Like, they could work quite nicely together. They cover for each other's faults a little bit, which is great. Then we have Trunks, who's still solid but needs 1 or 2 dupes. Then we have Bond of Master and Disciple Gohan. This is a bit of a mixed one, but both are carnival units, so they are a little bit more limited. Then we have the Super Saiyan Goku. This guy is okay as a revive active, but not really too notable elsewise. Then we have the Broly. Obviously, with his recent EZA, a very big powerhouse when it comes to damage. Probably the biggest damaging unit in the game. Then we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And finally, we have a Kamehameha duo. And then we have Bardock and Gine. So overall, some general banner units to round things out. I'm going to be entirely honest and say that I think the Carnival banner is probably slightly weaker than the Dokkan Festival banner. But I think your criteria for summoning is going to be largely based on part 1. If you manage to get Broly, probably go for Broly. If you manage to get the Super Saiyan Trio, probably go for Gohan. If you only manage to get, if you manage to get both, I would probably say that you should go for Gohans. Thing is, Carnival units are just harder to get. They're just less frequent. They don't pop by as often. And grabbing him now could save you coins down the line that you could use to grab other Carnival units that you don't have.